Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very exciting because I was very kindly sent some products from Younique makeup. Erika Wilkinson, she sent them to me. You can go and have a little look at all of her stuff in the link below. Please go and check her out. And I was sent the Touch of Beauty collection. This is the look that I created using the collection, and they've got loads of other products on the website. If you wanted to go and have a look, then please do. I use a couple of other of my own little bits just to touch up things on the face and stuff that weren't included in the collection. If you wanted to go and purchase any bits, I am hosting my own online party, so you can go and have a little look there. All of the links will be in the description below. My party link, Erika's links, and the links to Younique. If you wanted to go and look at the collection or any other bits, then you can. The party link will only be live for 10 days, so if you wanted to go and look at any bits or buy any bits, then please do. They are chemical free and cruelty free, and at the minute they are only available in 9 countries. So this is the look that I came up with using the Touch of Beauty collection from Younique. If you want to see how I created it, then please keep watching. So to start with, I am doing my brows, and I am taking the pencil which is in the shade medium. Once I have brushed through my brows, I am just filling them in, and this has created a really nice kind of natural looking brow. It was really easy to work with, and I really like this pencil. So then I'm just popping a little bit of tape on the corners of my eyes for a sharp line. I'm going in with the concealer, and I am in the shade Velour, and I'm just using this as a base for the eyeshadow, and then I'm just setting it with my RCMA no colour powder, just with a little fluffy brush, just so that our eyeshadows have a nice base to start with. Then I'm using the Addiction shadow palette, and I am first of all using the shade Honourable on a fluffy brush. I'm just focusing this on the kind of outer corner crease and just using this to start building up a nice gradient for a smoky eye. Then I'm using the shade Cocky, just doing the same thing but packing it more on the outer corner. I love these matte shades, these are really nice, and it's different for me to go for a more of a cool toned look, and I really like these. They work really nicely, really pigmented. Then I'm just using the first fluffy brush we used just to make sure that everything is nicely blended together, and I'm just going in with the cream eyeshadow in the shade Dainty. I'm just using a little flat brush from Real Techniques just to pack this all over the kind of lid space. This is nice, it's really nice and pigmented, creamy, easy to work with, sat really nicely on the eye. I didn't have any difficulties with that at all. Then I'm going in with Perplex, and I'm just using my finger to pat this onto the centre of the eye. I didn't really like the shimmery shades as much as I like the matte shades. They kind of, as you'll see throughout the video, I feel like they transferred onto my crease. I don't feel like they stayed, and they did go a little bit patchy as well. So for me, in the palette, the matte shades were the better ones. And then packing a little bit more of Perplexed onto the centre, and then just going back in with Honourable just to blend it all together. Then you know the trick, I always use a precise brush followed by a fluffy brush for the outer corner kind of smoky look. So I'm starting off with the shade Cocky and just packing that on the outer corner and then blending it out, and then going in with the black in the palette, which is Peppy, and I'm just doing the same thing again. I wanted to keep this quite nice and contained. I didn't want to go out too winged and too crazy. I just wanted to keep it a nice kind of contained, more of like a minimal, cool toned smoky eye. Once I've done that, I'm just trying to blend it all together again, just because as I said before, I found that the shimmery shades transferred into my crease, so I was just blending that away. Then I'm moving on to felt liner. Now for me, this didn't have as much pigmentation, as much colour payoff as I was hoping for from a felt liner. I've got other ones that I know are a little bit cheaper that have a little bit more colour in them, a bit more pigment, so I didn't really get kind of what I was hoping for from this, but that's okay. Some hits, some misses, that's what you're going to get. And then I'm going in with my NYX Treasure Lee just to pop that on the top and bottom waterline. Then I'm just packing on a little bit more Peppy on the outer corner and blending it out just to make that a little bit more intense. I'm curling my lashes up because I'm not using falsies in this. I'm using the Moonstruck 3D Fibre Lashes, which are really cool. They come in a little pouch. You've got the gel, which you pop on first, and then you follow that with the fibres, which add little lashes to your eyes. I've done one eye, as you can see. Here is with the fibre lashes, and here is without. I'm just running the gel all over the lashes, which is kind of acting like a mascara. Then I'm going in with the fibres, which is adding little mini kind of, well, it's fibres really, just onto the eyes, just to really accentuate and add extra length and volume to your lashes. Then I'm setting that with the gel, but because I wanted a little bit extra, I went back in with the fibres again, and then I went over it with the gel to finish off and to make sure they don't move for the rest of the day. And then I packed on a little bit more on the outer corner because I wanted it to be slightly winged out. I really like this. I have used it since and I love it. I think it's great. It was a bit fiddly to start with, but once you get the hang of it, it's really, really cool. I really like it. Then I'm taking the tape away and moving on to the face. I am priming and moisturising with my Nivea Post-Shaving Balm, and I'm moving on to foundation. Mine is in the shade Taffeta. I'm just popping it all over the skin, and I think it might have been a little warm for my skin tone, but I think it'll be okay for summer. It has a powdered finish, so you don't necessarily need to set it. And I wanted to add a little bit more coverage to the areas where I had some blemishes, so I just added them, and it's really buildable. I really liked it and I will definitely be using it again. I'm just blending that all in with my beauty blender, and then I'm going back in with the concealer, and I am in the shade Velour, and I'm just popping that under my eyes to conceal. Now a little goes a long way. It's very full coverage and I really like that because it definitely covered any dark circles that I had. Really nice to go on, blended out really nice and easily. Then I went in precisely and just covered any blemishes that I had and any areas that weren't quite covered from the foundation, and then blended that with my beauty blender. And then I just set it with my RCMA No Colour powder. Now it kind of went a funny texture when I set it, so I don't know if I need to play around with different powders to see which would work best. But other than the fact that it went a little bit funny when I set the concealer, I really liked it. Then I'm moving on to bronze my face with my well-loved bronzer from Rimmel London, and using my Real Techniques blush brush. I'm just bronzing up my skin in the usual places that you would. Then for highlight, I'm using my Makeup Revolution Goddess of Love highlight, and I'm just using that with a Real Techniques brush just to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. Then back to the under the eyes, I'm taking a precise pencil brush and back in to Honourable and just taking that all along the lower lash line. And then using the shade Cocky just to do the same thing but focusing it more on the outer corner. And then packing on Peppy just onto the outer corner just to really intensify it, and then I'm just blending it all together, and then taking a really small precise brush, just using the shade Blissful to highlight my inner corners, and obviously blending it out because I always do. I've done exactly the same thing on the bottom lashes as I did to the top lashes with the mascara, and then for lipstick I am in the shade Loaded. It was really pigmented and it was really easy to go on. It was a really nice shade. And then I popped the lip gloss over the top. Mine is in the shade Luscious. I don't usually wear lip gloss, but this was nice. It went on nicely and it had good colour payoff. So in all, I really like these products. The only problem was for me, the eyes. I was disappointed that they went a little bit patchy. As you can see, the glitter did transfer onto my crease, made it a little bit patchy. But other than that, and the liner, those were the only misses for me, but everything else was a hit. Thank you guys for watching. As I said, a huge thank you to Erika for sending me these bits. And as I said as well, Younique are only available in 9 countries at the minute. They're cruelty-free, they're chemical-free, they're a great brand, so please definitely go and check them out. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a like, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!